Okay, welcome everyone. Today's an exciting day for us to be able to promote up through our ranks to the rank of sergeant. For those who don't know me, I'm Eric Jones, Chief of Police. With me to my left is Dean Happel, who we will be promoting to sergeant. Today is a badge pinning, so it's an honor for me to be able to promote you to sergeant today, Dean. I'd like to start off, before we do the badge pinning, to talk a little bit about Dean. So Dean Happel, he was hired by Stockton PD on April 7th of 1995. And as a police officer, Dean has held the following assignments: patrol, SWAT, which is a Special Weapons and Tactics team, special investigations with the narcotics unit, special investigations with the Metro unit. Dean has earned an intermediate and advanced post certificates, and in 2006 he was awarded the Master Police Officer designation. Over the years, Dean has received special recognition from his supervisors, peers, and other agencies for his fine service, and I'd like to go over some of those highlights now. In 2000, Dean's supervisor commented that, quote, "Officer Happel works well with members of the organization, other agencies, and the community. He has coordinated investigations involving several divisions within the department as well as outside the department. He has worked very closely with narcotics, vice, code enforcement, parole, and probation. Additionally, his peers selected him as a Third Watch Phase 1 nominee for Police Officer of the Year for the year 1999. Yeah, that's a little ways ago, Dean. Had to make sure that wasn't a typo. In 2003, Dean was recognized by the Weber Institute for his participation at their Criminal Justice Academy for high school students. Institute directors noted that Dean exhibited not only a professional demeanor, but also valuable insight into what it takes to pursue a law enforcement career. And he took a very genuine interest in helping provide guidance to the high school-aged participants. Another notation about Dean is while in the narcotics unit, he and his fellow team members were recognized on several occasions by the U.S. Department of Justice Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, for their efforts in dismantling several large illegal drug trafficking groups operating in Stockton and San Joaquin County by working in partnership with federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies. So as you see, Dean has had a very good career with us. He's done a lot of good work, a lot in the specialty units like narcotics unit. He's been what I think to be the epitome of a very professional person. He holds high standards, and he really is. I mean, you just look at him, he's the epitome of a sergeant, right? Doesn't he look like one? So, Dean, I'm going to let you go ahead and have your badge pinned on. After that, I'm going to talk a little bit to you and to the department about what it means to be a police sergeant for the city of Stockton. So who will be pinning your badge today?
My son, Max.
Okay. It's unhooked there.
Okay.
But there you go. Okay, Dean, any words from you?
Anybody who knows me knows I do not like talking in public. But I just want to say just a few things. After high school, which was a very long time ago, I pursued electronics career. I enjoyed electronics. That was my thing. I like tinkering with things, machinery, electronics. I got a degree, worked in the field for 11 years, was very successful in the company that I was at. I made great money, crazy money, bought a house, cars, and I was having a really good time, but there was something missing. That something missing was a sense of meaning and purpose. It was before I had my son, before I met my wife, and I wanted to do something for society, for the community. I had a friend of mine, Brian Elkins, who worked for the police department, and he says, "Hey, you want that? Why don't you come on down and give it a try?" So I came on a ride along, I liked it, and I pursued it. I applied to Stockton Police Department, and they hired me. I left my job which I had security, money, and I did mention money, right? And longevity, benefits, the works, to take a pay cut to come and do this job. I felt it was a noble cause, and again, I felt it would give me a sense of meaning and purpose. And into the academy, there was a culture shock. Shining your shoes every day, ironing, strict regiment, formations in the yard. 2 weeks in, I ended up calling up my work and saying, hey, you know what? This ain't really working out. Did you guys already fill my position? The manager I talked to was really great about it. He says, you know what? Give it a chance. Before I fill your job, I will give you a call, and so you can have the opportunity to come back. So I said, okay, cool. At least that was lifted off my shoulders. To this day, he has still not called me, so I think he was lying. But it's okay because I went through the academy. I came to the street. One of my TOs was Captain Metters. Did an awesome job, and I'm not just saying that because he's my boss now, but he did. He had the mindset to know what I needed, and didn't beat me up with stuff that I was missing, but he helped me through it. And so that started my vision of what I thought supervision should be, helping a person through to get the best they can out of themselves. And so go through, get off of probation, go into the career, and I start seeing supervisors which I admire. Some supervisors were bad, some were good. They all had certain traits which I could take from, but there were specific people who had things and did things which motivated you, and I wanted to be that kind of guy. And so some of the people was, there's going to be a lot of people, so I'm just going to name a few, but one of them is Lieutenant Jim Pickens, Eric Ingersoll, Lee Kissel, Ivan Rose, Toby Will, Tony McKee. My first supervisors were Becky Plath, great lady. I really enjoyed working around her. She was really cool to me, and she helped me out. Another sergeant, Steve Johnson, who I'm surprised I never gave a heart attack because he was a really cool guy, and whenever I had a problem, I'd come to him, and I could see beads of sweat start to come off his forehead. But he helped me handle it and work through it. Rodney Rigo, and I want to go back to Tony McKee, because part of a supervisor is you are sacrificing yourself for your people. You're not looking for limelight for yourself, but you're looking for limelight for the people who work under you. And that's huge with me, and that's what I really admire and inspire about the people I've already talked to you about. But Tony McKee, I'm on SWAT, and I've been on SWAT for 12 years, and I love the people around it, around the SWAT operations and just the training and the mentality. Tony sacrificed his position to get off the team so I could have a position to stay on the team. And that's what a supervisor, I think, an ultimate supervisor is. And I can't thank him enough for that. Also, in thanking people, and the reason why I started off with the supervisors first is because I want to make a special thanks to my family for putting up with the cop stuff, and it's hard being around me sometimes when there's something going on, or with the studying. I studied tremendously for this test, and they put up with it. And I appreciate it, my wife and my kids, Max, Hope, and Lucas. And I also want to thank, again, the chief for this opportunity. And so I don't go too far, I'm just going to say thank you again to the department.
Okay, Dean, I'm going to go ahead and present to you your hat shield now. So congratulations again.
Thank you very much, sir.
As you can tell by Dean's words, Sergeant Happle, he's going to be an outstanding sergeant. And I believe the police sergeant, and you've heard me say this before, many of you, it is the most critical position within the department. It really is. And for many of us, it was absolutely the most fun job that we were ever in before. The reason I say it is the most critical position in the department is, unlike myself and commanders, and no offense to ourselves, we do set policy, we do set direction, things like that, but the true leaders of this department and of whom we really rely on are the sergeants, because we can have the best laid plans, but if the supervisors at the front line who are out there on the streets, on the front line, aren't ensuring it's getting done and using their leadership abilities, those are exactly all they are plans. They're just plans on a desk. We rely on the sergeants to be really steering the direction of the department. And it's an exciting time to be a sergeant as this police department begins to grow, continues to grow. I do like to occasionally go over some quotes, and I really like this quote that Thomas Baker said from the book Effective Police Leadership. It's a very short quote, but it means everything, I think, about what I was just talking about. Generals win battles, but sergeants win wars. And that's exactly what you'll be doing, is you will be, again, out on the front line, interacting directly with the staff that are putting their lives on the line every day for this community. And you'll be interacting with community members every day, again, on the front line of what we do out there each and every day. And I know, Dean, that you will exercise clarity, consistency, and accountability every day. So again, congratulations to promoting to the rank of sergeant. I'm very pleased to promote Dean because of his experience, and I think you'll all agree he has a lot of credibility within the department, and he has a reputation that will continue to form him into a very fine leader. So let's give him one more round of applause for this promotion. And please now come up and join me in congratulating him on his promotion. Thank you very much, everyone.